Methodical drawing. Very often, discoveries are made by wading through reams and reams of data, through sheer hard slog. This video shows you how you might understand that process better, and so be able to control it better. So for this activity, I'd like you to draw some popcorn. Now, you're not to eat the popcorn, but I'd like you to choose about 6 pieces of popcorn and just draw them. Anywhere on the paper is fine. I'm going to use a fine liner, but you could use anything, a pencil, and it can be a bit messy. But here we go. And just make a line drawing of the popcorn in as much detail as you can. Don't worry if you get something wrong, that's okay. But try to be as accurate as possible. Maybe making some marks on the surface as well, like that. Just wherever you see marks like that, rather than just the shadows. Okay, that's one. I think that's taken me about a minute. I'm going to put that over there, out of picture, and then I will select another piece. Get rid of these little bits off it. Ugh. It's gone all sticky. Okay. And again, I just draw the popcorn. Okay, so now I've drawn 6 popcorn. You can draw more than this. You might draw 9, you might draw 12. It's entirely up to you how many you draw. The more the better. But try to do at least 6. I'm going to take the popcorn now in my hand that I've drawn, and I'm going to shake them up. Try to give them a good shake. Like that. And then put them back on the paper. And now I'd like you to try to identify which popcorn belongs to which drawing. And I'm not sure now. I'm not sure I've got that right. And that's the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is, even if you can get it right with 6, if you're doing 12, it's going to become difficult. And if you're doing it with 60,000, then it's going to become a huge issue. So scientists would need to be able to match the exact piece of popcorn with the correct drawing easily and quickly. And what I'd like you to do now is to think, how could you do that? If there was 60,000 pieces of popcorn, how could you draw them quickly and accurately? And how could you organize the drawings so that somebody would be able to quickly and easily match the correct piece of popcorn with the correct illustration? I'll give you some time to think about that. We could make this easier by setting the drawings out in order, in a sequence, to make them easier to spot. It isn't difficult with 6, but it would be difficult if there was 60,000 of these scattered all over the place randomly. So if we line them up sequentially, that would make sense. Also, we need some way of labelling the popcorn and labelling the drawing, so that I could label that, for example, number 1, and I could label that number 1. You might be asking yourself, why bother drawing the popcorn? What's the point of drawing the popcorn? Why don't I just come along and label each piece of popcorn? You may not need the illustrations in many cases, but what the illustrations do is they help you to see and understand the form and shape of the object. Also, we might draw the popcorn from different angles. So it's a 3-dimensional object, and that's a 2-dimensional drawing. So maybe I could do a side view, and then I could do a top view, and then I could do a front and back view. So the number of objects influence the way we record them and how we record them, and to what depth we need to record the information. And what the drawing does, the drawing helps us to know, understand, and become more familiar with the object that I'm trying to observe.